What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where today we're not rebuilding anything, we're simply making a minor adjustment. There's been a lot of debate, confusion, and conflict surrounding why the wheels that I had on my Jeep, the beautiful 17-inch 35 by 12.5-inch wheels and tires, which the wheels were fuel sledges, brand new, all 5 of them, and the tires were Nitto Terra Grapplers. Nitto, tomato, okay? Terra Grapplers, all 5. They were 17 by 12.5 by 35. Whatever, put that in whatever order you want to. So I took them off the car, or did the repo man take them off the car? That's the big question. Why are the wheels missing? Why are the stock grandpa wheels on it? And what the hell am I doing? So the story goes as follows. I financed a set of wheels and tires, and I could no longer afford the wheel and tire payments, and the repo man came and took them away. Left me with no wheels and tires anymore, and I was stuck having to go back to my stock wheels and tires. Okay? That's the joke. That's what so many of the trolls were getting on Instagram and Facebook and even YouTube and saying, now let me give you the truth. The repo man did not come and take my wheels and tires because I didn't finance my wheels and tires. I paid for them with cash like I do with most things. When I had the lift done, I also had the wheels and tires all done at the same time, and it cost me somewhere around $6,000 for running boards, wheels, tires, way too big winch, and this massive and ridiculous spare tire holder to hold such big and heavy rims. Okay? This is not stock. And to be completely honest, I think it's hideous. The tire takes up most of the back window, and it's pretty much like that from the factory. You can't really use the back window for anything. You can't see out of it, but even though you can't see out of it, they do include a windshield wiper. Go figure. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. No. I got rid of the 35s. Why did I choose to get rid of the 35s? Especially considering I lost money on those. I'm pretty sure I had around $3,000 in those 5 wheels and 5 tires. I sold them for $2,000, and they were literally practically brand new. And I even sold them with my TPMS sensors because I was too lazy to go have the sensors removed and valve stems put in place of them instead. So I put them on Facebook Marketplace, and I just listed them for like $2,200, and they sold immediately for $2,000. So the reason they absolutely rode like crap, this Jeep, honest to God, used to be enjoyable for Jessica and I to drive. We really loved driving it. It was wonderful. And a lot of you warned me. I'll admit that I was wrong, but a lot of you warned me that going with those big wheels and tires was going to cause drivability issues. Not in the way most of you are probably thinking. You probably think it had some horrible death wobble. You know what death wobble is. It's like, when you hit a bump, you're going down the road, then it just starts, you hit a bump, and all of a sudden you just start losing it, man. Wasn't like that at all. I have a pretty beefy, you know what? I can't even remember what they call these. Somebody will have to comment below. But regardless, I actually have a pretty beefy stabilizer, premium steering stabilizer. There you go. I've got 2 of them. I think from the factory it came with 1. This one has 2. All right, so that was never an issue. The issue was the wheels and tires were really the tires. It came down to the tire size, guys. The tires were so wide, that when you are on these rough or bad Oklahoma back roads and there are grooves permanently indented into the concrete from semi-trucks, the Jeep's big wide tires would find those grooves and just steer all through. Not a wobble. It would just steer, and you'd have to hold the steering wheel like this. It got bad, and it seems like it just got progressively worse with time. It got so bad Jessica refused to drive it, and it got so bad that I finally said, I didn't want to drive it anymore either. Granted, it looked cool, but what good does it do to have a Jeep that looks good if you can't use it? So here's what I decided to do about it. I went to Texas today. I don't know when this video will come out exactly, but you guys asked me, a ton of you asked me on social media, why, how, when, where, what happened. So I just wanted to make this video to kind of address that for you. Yesterday, I was in Kansas with Watch JR Go and Weston Champlin. Okay? Today, I was in Paris, Texas, picking these up for $875. It was literally the best deal on Facebook Marketplace that I could find on a brand new set of takeoffs. These are Rubicon wheels, guys. Rubicon wheels with original equipment Rubicon tires. These tires are phenomenal. Raving reviews from everybody that knows tires. These are Falcon Wild Peak all-terrains, 285 7017s. So these are the exact wheels and tires that would have come on my Jeep from the factory if this had been a Rubicon, which it's not. It's a base model, but still. So I think this is going to look a whole lot better than this. You tell me what you think here. How about we just roll one over to it real quick and just kind of take a gander at it. Right? Look at that. Look how much better that looks. Okay, so yeah, Grandpa tires got to go. I went and I got some original equipment lug nuts because mine disappeared. I also got, amongst all of these packages somewhere, these right here are the lug nuts, and they are black original equipment lug nuts. I got TPMS sensors right here, I believe. Yes, right here, or right here. These, I think. These are my TPMS sensors. So I got to go and take it and get the TPMS sensors installed. But I'm going to go ahead and throw these wheels on so we can see exactly what it looks like. So let me actually move this out of the way so we can get a fair comparison here of before and after. All right. Oh, you know what else is cool about these? They have a little Jeep right here. A little Jeep. Yes. Practically new. Guys, the tires alone on these wheels should have cost more than the wheels and tires combined. And I bet you're wondering, before we go any further, why do I only have 4 of these when I need 5? Well, also in one of these boxes, probably this one right here, the bottom one, that is a 5th wheel delete kit for the Jeep. So in this video, we are going to install the new, slightly used, original equipment Rubicon wheels and tires, and hopefully we can get the delete kit done at the same time. So last look, this is what the Jeep looks like on her factory wheels, and this is what she looks like with the Rubicon wheels. Big difference, I would say. Let's get down here where the lighting is a little better. You can see the proportions a little better of the wheel compared to the fender flare. The color is so right, man. That kind of almost same gray that the Jeep is, with the black lug nut accents, plus just a tiny bit of machined edges right here to kind of go in with the Jeep logo there. Not too much, not too crazy, not overdone, but man, I'm telling you guys, she looks like a Jeep again. She does. And since these are more of a, well, not more of, these are the factory tires that come on a Rubicon, this Jeep should ride as intended from the factory, with the exception that I still have my 2.5-inch lift. Now, with the Grandpa tires, the 2.5-inch lift looked kind of ridiculous in my opinion, but now you can see, I think it looks just right. It doesn't look crazy. It's not ridiculous. It looks like a Jeep. So, at the end of the day, what did it cost me to go from stock wheels to aftermarket wheels, back to stock wheels, and then for some other stock wheels and tires? Well, if you do some basic math, $3,000 is what the other wheels and tires cost me. I sold them for $2,000, so I lost $1,000. And then I spent $875 on these. So I lost almost another $1,000. Then I had to buy a fifth wheel delete kit for like $50. So yeah, as you can see, I basically lost $2,000. The new TPMS sensors were $100. They are original equipment. So I got to go down tomorrow, get those put on next. I got to figure out what to do with this. The delete kit that I have has a new third brake light, but I think I may have to take the surround off of this or something. I don't remember. We're going to have to see. I honestly can't remember. And I know all of this has to come out. There's a bolt here, 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 here. And those were factory. There's another one there and another one there. But these two right here, I believe, were completely aftermarket. Those used to be the original hinges, hinge bolts. And I did have to buy some new hinge bolts. And I guess the only way to get to it is to pop this cover off and get my trim tool out. Let's find out what is hiding behind here. So with this trim cover off, what I'm able to see is that everything back here is still original equipment. So this is great news. This is really great news. I was hoping they didn't tap this out because that would have been a big, 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 big problem. So now what I can do is I guess I got to very carefully start taking these out, like one at a time maybe. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. But when we're done, we're going to have a fifth wheel delete, and all of this madness is going to be gone, and I am going to have a back window that I can actually use. And when you take the convertible top off, or bikini top, freedom top, whatever you want to call this top, the hard top, when you take that off, you're not going to have this ridiculous thing just hanging in here. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Most cars don't come with spare tires anyway. Let's just get rid of it. So instead of going start to finish, I figured I'd stop kind of in the middle and show you how big this thing is. It's actually huge, and this is the replacement teeny tiny piece right there. Getting this off was a little more work than I anticipated. I'm not gonna lie, that big piece had a lot of bolts, a lot of parts. My camera had to come out of it. This is the camera right here, teeny tiny little thing with teeny tiny little screws. And now, unfortunately, I guess I have to cut the third brake light wire to splice it in. I wish they had a connector. This is designed so you can put your license plate up here. So there are extra wires for license plate. I ain't using that. I got a license plate right there. I don't need to worry about that, so I'm not going to use it at all. So the only thing I'm going to have to wire up, the only thing you have to kind of hack into is the third brake light, which isn't a big deal. The other thing that kind of upsets me is where they put that giant bracket. It actually damaged the paint all over on these hinges here. Not a huge deal. And it looks like they broke something. There used to be some kind of a surround over this, and they broke it. They ripped it off, like literally just ripped it to pieces, and now it's just left like that. So I wasn't aware when they were modifying this that any of that was going to happen. You notice I got some bright green hinge bolts. Yeah, those definitely stand out a little. I'll probably leave them because they do kind of, I don't know, I kind of like the contrast right there. But that's all I could find on eBay for the stock hinge bolts for this. So I'm going to continue on. We're going to knock this out, and we're going to call it a night. And here she is complete, guys. Tell me what you think. Personally, I am so happy with it. I think we need to put some kind of a decorative plate there, license plate or something, if that's even legal. I don't know. So because I don't know if it's legal, I'm going to leave that blank for now. But we don't have the giant hoop sticking up, the tire blocking the back window, not to mention things like opening the door become a lot easier. Look, that is so much easier than it used to be. You can get in here with no problem at all and have easy access to the back of your Jeep. Some people are going to probably love it and think it's a very clean look. Other people are going to hate it, but I think if you hate it, it's mostly going to be because of this stupid chrome bezel. I agree that's ugly. That chrome is ugly. The Jeep doesn't have chrome, really doesn't need chrome. It's a Jeep. It ain't supposed to have chrome on it, guys. Get real. Anyway, that took a little more than I expected. As you can see, my floor, I had to get out so many tools. It's insane for this little tiny piece. It's like It's this big. You wouldn't think there's that much to it, but yeah, as you can see, they sent all of this wire came with the kit. And I'm like, why? I got out my soldering iron. All right, I got out my heat gun and some heat shrink and some solder, and I just clipped the third brake light wires and I cut them down to size, and I soldered them, and then I covered the exposed wires in heat shrink. Simple as that. The camera, of course, didn't fit. The screws for the camera did not fit. That's another problem with buying third-party merchandise. So I had to get out a drill, and I had to drill the holes bigger so that the camera would fit. I honestly haven't tried the camera. I have tried the third brake light. I know that it does work, and it looks good. So let's give the reverse cam a quick try just to verify. I should have made sure it worked before I went and bolted the whole dang thing together. Yeah, I know, TPMS. We'll get that fixed tomorrow, no big deal. What do we have? Let's turn the radio on, let it boot up. It takes like 30 seconds to get started here. And as soon as this thing idles down, yes, except I really don't want to touch it with my nasty hands. Except, thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and throw it in reverse. Aha! I know you can't see it because it's super bright. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Reverse camera works. Good deal, man. That's all I needed. That's all I need. We'll get those TPMS sensors installed tomorrow. And boys and girls, we have us a Jeep. And if I don't say so myself, I think she actually looks pretty dang good. That's really all I had for you in this video, man. I just wanted to kind of explain my logic, or if your opinion is lack of logic, that's fine too. I just wanted to explain my logic, why I got rid of the old wheels, and that no, they didn't get repossessed, and we got us some new ones, and I hope you guys like them. I think it looks just right. I actually really like the stock look of a Jeep. And then to do this, which, like I said, was a little more involved than I thought it was going to be, but it's done. And you know what? It feels good doing it yourself. I hope you guys don't get used to it, because I don't intend on continuing to do things on my own for long. I'm used to paying other people to do it for me. No, I'm kidding. You guys know I do a lot of work around here. Just some things, you know, that I feel aren't worth my time, I let somebody else do. And, you know, somebody may enjoy it a little more than me. I got to replace the antenna. I forgot to take it off when I went in a car wash, and it's bent to hell. I'll probably get like a stubby or something to kind of stop all that. Guys, that's all I got for you today. We are done. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video, even though I know it was nothing more than, you know, messing around with the Jeep. Some of you really like the Jeep. I personally like the Jeep, and I enjoy messing with it from time to time. I think now, though, it's about done as soon as we get those TPMS sensors installed, and I couldn't be happier. We're supposed to get some nasty weather starting tonight. They're talking about potential snow here in Oklahoma, and Monday, when I do my Copart walk around, the temperature is supposed to be about 32 degrees, so it should be, and wet. So it should be a lot of fun. Boy, I'm really looking forward to Monday's Copart walk around for you guys. Hey, if you enjoyed this content, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. I would truly appreciate it. Share the video with your friends if you think it's something they would enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds, plural with an S, Auto Auction Rebuilds, where you can see lots of posts about stuff like this before you're ever going to see it on video. Drop your comments below. And with that, I am out of here, guys. Stay safe out there, everybody, and I will catch you all very, very soon in the next one.